Hey up, and welcome to Matt's Mindful Meals. Those of you who've subscribed will notice that I haven't been here for a couple of months, and the last time I went out and did anything really was for when Nige left. So it's been a busy couple of months. I'm starting to get better. I've been medically signed off as fit now, which is great. But the only snag is I'm moving down to England for my new job. So I've got a lot of things to sort out. So I've been really busy. Anyway, today's the day that I'm going to get myself back out there. So I've packed all my stuff in the back of the car in my meal machine. So let's get gone, and I'll try and get there and get everything set up before Dave arrives. Anyway, chat to you when I get there. So there you go, you can see the meal machine behind me. We've arrived, so now it's a 400 or 500 metre walk to where we're going to go to. So I'll tow that down, and then I'll have a see which trees I'm going to hang the hammock up. Catch me when I get down there. Well, I got down here, and the last lot of winds that we've had, they were about 70 mile an hour, but it's done quite a lot of damage to the woods. There's quite a lot of the widow makers have come down, and there's quite a lot of the younger trees that people had gone to at the summer with an axe that have obviously dried out and they've come down. So I've moved most of those out of the way and then put them over there. You'll see them a little bit later because I'm going to process them and we can get them on fire later to keep warm with. Anyway, Dave's just messaged me. He's had a bit of a incident at home where some mice have got into his tent store. So he's sorting all that out, and then he'll sort his kit out and then get over to me later on. Anyway, so I might as well get my hammock set up. So I'll put that on time lapse and you can see me doing that. See you in a minute. Right, as you can see, I've got a good old meal machine, and tonight I'm going to be using my firebox stove, stainless steel generation 2s, the 5-inch ones. Now I've got 2 of those, but I'm going to be using them with gas tonight. So here we go. Pull it out of his box. Remove the fire sticks, which keep it all tied together. Open it up like a book, and the front plate pops off. Now if you were going to just do it with wood, that's set up, that's how quick it is. But with these, I find it quicker, because I'm going to be using my gas adapter. Slip the fire sticks in that hole, and in that hole. Now I have Trangia gas adapters. Now I know Firebox sell their own now, but I haven't got round to getting one of those because I've still got 2 of these that work, and when these go wrong I will be picking up one of the Firebox ones. So I'll slip that in here, put it over the top of the 2 fire sticks, attach my gas, and I'll be good to go with that one. And if you're watching from Britain, that's my Blue Peter moment. So what I'm cooking in a bit is going to be some chili cheese hot dogs. Now my mate from work, Sam, makes the best chili con carne I've come across. I think I'm good at cooking, but this boy, when it comes to chili con carne anyway, knocks me out the park. It takes him about 8 hours to make this chili, but he does it on a barbecue, so he like smokes the meat on a barbecue, lets it all, the juices all drip into the beans, and I don't know, it's a secret, but anyway, it's absolutely astounding. So tonight I'll be cooking the sausages in my cowboy pan that I've recently seasoned in my new pizza oven. That worked perfectly. And I'll be heating the chili up in this, and I'll be filling my face from this one. Anyway, I'm going to go have a look down by the river, and I'll speak to you in a bit. So the campsite's set up. All of the clouds have left the sky more or less, so it's nice and blue, and it's looking stunning. Anyway, so today is probably the last camp I'm going to get before I move away, unless I'm really lucky. So as I say, I'm going to do some of these chili hot dogs in a little while. But I thought I'd come down the river because I set this up as Matt's Mindful Meals. So as you know, I've been through a lot over the last 2 years, and I'm finally out to the other end of it. This week I've done 75 miles on my bike, so the weight's slowly coming off, which apparently that's the best way to do it rather than rushing everything. So over the next year I'm going to get back to normal where I was and be able to do a lot more exciting camps, like getting up into the mountains and things. The only kibosh on that one is that I've just been given a new job in England, so I'll be moving down to England on my own and leaving the wife and kids here in the house because the kids are at too important part of schooling, so they'll have to stay up here. So I'll be travelling back up here every couple of weeks. So I'll try and snatch a few camps up here, but when I'm down in England I will be able to camp from there, so hopefully I'll get into the Peak District and show you all around there and carry on with things. But now we're going to have a play with Dave's new Christmas toy, which is his new drone, so hopefully you'll be able to see some footage from that. So I'll chat to you in a little while. So there's Dave with his new drone. I haven't been this excited since I was at Cape Canaveral in 2019. There it goes, it's off. So hopefully I'll be able to see some of this footage in a bit. Right then, it's time to get this cooking on because we're both starving. We've just been down the river, have a go with the drone. So hopefully you'll be able to see that when I put the video out. Bit of editing and see how we get going. So first thing we need to do is get these two both lit. Woo! Turn that down, don't need it on that powerful. Next one. So they haven't been lit for a while, so the thing that's going to take the longest here really is the sausages. So get that levelled in. Now today I'm not just doing any old sausages, I'm doing Tesco's finest pork sausages. I'm not a big fan of like normal hot dog sausages because I think they make them with eyelids and other bad places that come off animals. So I'll tend to leave them alone and tend to go for normal sausages. So let's get them in. It's already sizzling. And for the last one, and don't forget to take your rubbish away with you. Now, this is the stuff that Sam made, and I don't think he'll ever give me the recipe, but it doesn't half smell gorgeous. So what I'll do, I'll heat this up gently on here. So I'll turn that down. And we warm this through nice and softly so that when the sausages are done, we can make some hot dogs, have some nice chili off Sam on it, and sprinkle some cheese over the top. Nice and simple today. I don't know if you can hear him, but there's a couple of chaffinches and a great tit around here. You can hear him go da-dit, da-dit, da-dit. Brilliant. Give these sausages a turn. This isn't going to take long at all. Might have to turn this down even more. So when I told Heather this morning that I was doing this, she moaned at me a bit and said, well, you said I could have some of Sam's chilli. So I left her a bowl of this at home. So if I do tend to run out of this, it looks like Dave will have to do without, doesn't it? Just waiting for the sausages to cook all the way through now. It's time to dish up. Pop them down. Turn this gas off. This gas off. That's not off, that was on. Now for sprinkling some cheese. Perfect. I'll sort Dave's out. Anyway, hopefully we'll both be in the camera. We're going to get these eaten and we'll see you in a little while. So Matt's Mindful Meals, chili dogs with cheese. Right then, we've both finished. Bit too much to eat, to be honest, so I only managed about 1.5 of mine. But as I say, thanks to Sam for his chilli, because it's the best chilli I've ever had. But we'll go to Dave for the scores first. So it's out of 10 as ever. So how many out of 10?
Well, chilli, 10 out of 10, Sam. I doff my hat to you for that. And yeah, like Matt, I could only handle a couple of those. So I'll give it a 9 out of 10 overall, but that chilli was phenomenal.
But chilli dogs, they're good, but I'm from Stoke, I'm a traditionalist. I prefer my hot dogs to just have red sauce and mustard on and probably a bit of onions. But they were nice, so I'd probably give it a good 7 out of 10 for me. But it's a big thumbs up. Anyway, we're going to have a few drinks now, and we'll catch you up a little bit later in the night for a bit of a natter maybe. Anyway, chat soon. Ta-ra! So I'm just back in my hammock now, having a nice little swing before it settles down. Gonna read my book for an hour, and I'll catch you lot tomorrow. Morning. Well, that was the first night I've spent in a hammock since probably the end of last summer, and I really have forgotten how comfy it is. So much so I don't really want to get up, but it's time to get up now. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this week's video, and we'll get packed up, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ra.